Hey child, and welcome back to EndoSpeaks, where I talk about our Heavenly Father living with endometriosis and my life as a single mom. Hey child, don't forget to share, like, comment, and to subscribe to my channel so that you guys never miss when I post another video. Okay child, so today I just want to share with you why I turned down the job that I have been waiting for. I had literally been waiting for this job, but I turned it down. Let's talk about it. Okay, child. So let's start from the beginning, okay? Back when I graduated college, which was in 2015, okay? So 2015 is here, but prior to me graduating, I had been telling everybody on my job that, when I graduate, I'm going to apply for this job and I'm getting, I'm not going to be doing this no more. And at this time, I had been on my job for 3 years, okay? And so I was so eager to graduate and to begin a new position, a new start. Be in management and just not doing what I was doing, right? And so when I graduated, I was so excited, like, yes, it's coming, it's about to come to pass. Lord, I'm trusting in you, I'm believing in you. This is what you have for me. I just know it is. And no, I had graduated and I was applying for every position that they had available in management, and nothing was happening. No interviews, no callback, like nothing. And so I just began to pray, and I'm like, Lord, like, what's going on? You knew that this was my plan. You knew that this was my plan, and nothing's working. Nothing's happening. And I'm like, I'm trying to convince myself that this is what God had for me, that God called me to that Christian mindset, that religious mindset, that you had called me into this, and nothing is happening. But all along, God never said anything to me about management. He never said, yo, when you graduate, you're going to get this position in management. You're going to get this position at corporate. You're going to be at the top of the game. He never said that to me. That's why I said it was like the little religious mindset or whatever, because a lot of times we go off of our own thoughts, thinking that it was God, and never really truly hearing from God in the first place. And I never heard from God when it pertained to that situation. Okay, I just felt that, because I got my degree in business administration, that, automatically I deserve a job in management. Automatically I have, my degree, and I've been here for so long, so I know how things work. And it was like, no, not at all. So that was 2015, graduated December 2015. So years and years pass, and I'm still applying for jobs. At this point, I've had several different people say, yeah, keep applying, God's gonna do it. I can see you in management. God had shown me this dream or this vision of you being in management. So I'm like, bad, okay, I still want this. Like, the stuff I'm doing is like, it's too much. I don't want to continue doing this for the rest of my life. I don't want to retire from here. Like, this is not what I want for my life, right? So yeah, I continue to apply. Okay, so back in 2021 November, my job had an in-house job fair, and they had never had an in-house job fair that I know of. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. I wasn't going to go at first, so let me calm down. Because I was not going to go at first. At this point, I was just like, I stopped applying for jobs. I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll just find something else outside of here, because I don't want to work here. But when I heard about the job fair in house, some people was like, you need to go ahead and go. And I was just like, what can it hurt? Let's just go. So I go down there, and they have several different supervisor positions available that we had, of course, go out and apply for. And I was like, I never wanted to be a supervisor. I wanted to be in management. I didn't want to be on the floor per se. I wanted to do something else, like some office work and all that kind of stuff. Like that's included in management as well. So I wanted to do something like that. So when they were talking about the supervisor position, I was just like, no, I don't want that. Because prior to that, I had been offered one of the managers said that, you know, if this is something that you want to do, I'll let you do it for the summer so that you can see, you know, how you like it. And I was just like, no, I'm not interested. Because I never ever wanted to be a supervisor at my job. So when they said supervisor, I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then I talked to one of my sisters, and she basically like encouraged me to just go ahead and, you know, what could it hurt? You know, it doesn't, just because I get an interview and stuff doesn't mean I have to accept the job, but go ahead and apply. So so I went ahead and applied, and I applied in December. And because the cutoff I think was like December 6th, so I applied right before the cutoff. And then February comes, and I have my interview. And they emailed me, and I had my interview, and I thought the interview went really good, and I'm excited, and I'm like, yes, you know what, I do want this. I am going to just go ahead and leap out, just to stop doing what I'm doing and to do something new. Like, I've been praying for management for this long, so why not take this supervisor position and give it a go? You know, I might be really good. So yeah, after the interview, they was like, okay, you know, we'll give you a call or email in X amount of time, right? So I'm like, okay, bet. And I'm like, I know I did good. Like, they was liking me, they was liking my answers, everything was like, it's mine. God, you did it. Thank you, Lord. You did it. You worked it out for me. And yeah. And then I never heard back for them. Months and months. Again, my interview was in February. March, nothing. April, nope. May, absolutely nothing. June comes around, and I still don't hear anything. So at this point, I am discouraged. I called the little number that they gave us, you know, in case we had any questions, and I called them, and it's like, well, it's still under review. And I'm like, it's been months. Like, we need supervisors here. Like, I work here. I see what's going on. We need people. Like, why isn't anyone calling me? Like, why am I not getting a call back? And July comes around, and it was a Thursday. And my TL came up to me. He was like, they need you to go to the employment office. And I'm like, for what? For what? I'm not in trouble. I ain't did nothing. Like, what they want? And he had said something like, it's a management position, and I'm like, what? So at this point, I'm like, what? Why would they call me? Why would they call me when I'm at work? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you send me email or call me? Anyways, I go down there, and they're like, we want to offer you a SVR position for the summer. And they was like, do you want it? We need to know by tomorrow, which is Friday. I'm like, you gave me no time to think about this. So he was like, well, we need to know because we have, you know, other people we want to ask if you, you know, basically turn it down. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. And so I walk away, and I'm just like, well, Lord, I didn't apply for an SVR position. I applied for a permanent supervisor position. Is what I applied for. I didn't apply for this. I don't want to do this for the summer. I don't want to just do something for 3 months. Like, this is not what I want. And so I'm like, well, I'm thinking, because it all happened so fast, and it's just like, you need an answer right now on the spot. Like, I have no time to think about it. I have no time to do anything. I didn't even get to ask any questions that I really had to ask. He showed me, you know, this is how much money you'll be making a week. And I'm like, bet. But yeah, so that's how it started. All right, hey child. So right now I am rocking my Seek Jesus zip up hoodie. This right here is so comfortable, okay? I am a brand ambassador with this company called Seek Jesus. So if you are interested in getting any hoodies or t-shirts, just some Christian gear to rock, okay? Check out seekjesus.com. Use my code Slay and Pray, and you will receive 15% off your whole order. That's right, 15% off your order if you use my code Slay and Pray at checkout. So I started my position that following Monday, and it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. That first week I was just like, please send me back to my team because this is not for me. No, no. But the other supervisors kind of encouraged me, like, you know what, it's not that bad. Just give it some time. You know, you'll get used to it. And yeah. And so when I accepted the SBR position, I had to go back online. I had to apply for it because it was a different position than what I applied for. So as I'm doing it, months go by. It's cool. I get used to it. I'm getting better at it. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can do this. Like, I want to do this. You know, I want to do this permanently. So we had to apply again for a permanent position. So I went ahead and I did that, and I didn't hear anything. And so other people that were in the SVR position as well was like, well, I got my interview this day or whatever, and I got my interview this day. And I'm like, well, I applied before y'all because I told one of the guys that we were supposed to go on and apply. So when he did it, he got his interview right away. And so I was just like, you know, why am I not getting my interview? Like, this is happening all over again. And I'm just like, Lord, what is going on? So I go and I talk to the lady, and I had just realized that there was a glare in my glasses, that you could see my ring lights through my glasses. But anyways, again, so everybody was getting their interview and before me, and I'm just like, you know, I told one of the guys, you know, what was told to me because he didn't know to apply. So I told him to apply, and he applied and got his interview before me still. So I'm like, well, what's going on? What's the issue? Why am I not getting an interview? And so I talked to the lady, and I ended up getting my interview. And for some reason, for this interview, I was like extremely nervous. That could be due to the fact that I'm in the position, and I'm liking it, and I'm doing pretty good at it, and I really want them to like me because I really want this position. So my nerves were just taking over me. And by the time my interview came, I felt like I just bombed it. Like, I did horrible in my interview. And so everybody else is getting their callbacks or getting offered, you know, offers, and I'm happy for them, and they all take it. They end up leaving, and I still don't know what's going on. I still have no email. I still have nothing. Besides people telling me, you know, hey, I talked to him and he's going to offer you a position. Just wait, it's coming. So I'm like, all right. And I'm praying about it, and I'm like, Lord, you know, if this is for me, you know, blah, 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 and not my will, but your will be done, Lord. I just feel like this is for me. I feel like this is what you have for me, and you know, I'm good at it, and all of this. So I end up staying in my SVR position for 6 months. It's usually only 3 months, but I stay for 6 months. And at this point, everybody had already left who got offered positions. They were already gone because we had to go to a different place. We couldn't stay where we were at. And I still hadn't heard anything besides, again, you're gonna get an offer. And so I had to end up going back to my old job because the SVR position was over. I've overstayed my welcome at this point. And I was upset because I'm like, I don't want to go back. You know, I want this. But I understood that, you know, it was only a certain time frame that I could stay where I was at. Um, so I go back and I'm like, you know what? Actually, because at this point I'm thinking like, no matter what people was telling me, I'm like, okay, well, this is over. I'm not getting an offer. You know, they did offer me a contract position. I'm like, absolutely not. So at this point, I'm just like, you know what? They're not going to offer me a position within the company. So I'm just going to stay where I'm at. It's okay. So I have to backtrack a little bit. Because God is something else. God is truly amazing. In those times we think that it's over, or that, you know, God don't have nothing better for us and we messed up some kind of way, God is always like, I got you. Like, don't worry. We be stressing out about the situation, and God is right behind us. Like, God is right here on the side of us. God is right here in front of us. God is all around us. Like, I got you. It's funny that you stressing out and you tripping when I've already told you what it was. I'm not about to preach on here, but I am going to tell you, don't ever count God out. Don't ever think that your situation is too big or too small for God to work in, because He's not. He's bigger than we could ever imagine. Okay, so let's go back to I don't even know when, but let's go back to November. So I also have another YouTube page. It's called Slay and Pray with Melissa Renee. If you don't follow that, go follow that page. And I had started getting into makeup. Like starting learning how to contour, how to, you know, really do makeup. Like, so November, I decided to go and apply for school to be a professional makeup artist. And November I started. And with the schedule I was having, being in management, I was not able to do anything because a lot of times I was working 7 days a week. So I was exhausted. Okay. So I didn't have time to do my homework or anything. So when I went back to my old position, I found time to invest in what I love. I was able to do my homework. I was able to, able to practice and, do those things so I can move forward with getting my certification. Right. So, yeah, at this point I'm content. I'm okay with being back. And March 9th, they give me an offer for a permanent position as a supervisor. And when I tell you the stress that came over me when I got my offer, I was stressed out. I probably was to the point of tripping because I didn't know what to do. I was like, yes, I'm back. I don't want to be back, but I'm back, and I'm able to do the things that God has placed on my heart. The fact that I was able to learn different techniques in makeup so fast and were good at it and could look at a picture and literally do it on somebody's face with no issues, just not even them showing me, just literally a picture, and learning how to contour and how to do all the things that make a face beautiful with makeup. And I was just like, you know what, I have time to do this now. It was a real, my sister told me I was tripping because I probably was, because I was so stressed out. And I'm like, I've been waiting on this offer. This is what I've been waiting for, not only for the last few months, but for years. Since 2015, I have been waiting for a position in management. And so yeah, I have been waiting for this position, and I took the weekend and I called my stepmom actually, and I told her, and she was like, okay, so what do you want? Okay, so why are you calling me? Are you calling me for me to give you advice or to tell you, like what you should do? Like what's the point of the call? And I was like, I guess both. And she was like, the only advice I can give you is to take the weekend and to pray about it. And I was like, crap, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for no answer like that. I'm looking for you to tell me, yeah, take the position, or no, don't take that position. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for to go pray and to do nothing else about it, because what's the answer? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I do, because I have until that following Tuesday. Again, I think this was like a Thursday or a Friday that I was told, whatever March 9th is. I don't know what that day was. But I had until the 14th. So I had a good amount of time. I had until the 14th to figure out if I wanted to take the position or not. So I take the weekend and I'm praying. And I'm praying. And I'm like looking on YouTube for confirmation. I'm looking and I'm not finding anything. So I'm like, okay, I literally have to just rely on prayer and listen to God, because I don't know what to do, because it's like I want it, but I also know that it's going to require a lot of my time, and I'm not going to be able to really work as a makeup artist like I want to do. So I'm praying and I'm praying, and then it just hits me, and it's like, because I tend to act like I'm confused, and it hit me, and it's like, you're not confused. You know what you want. Like, you know which decision is giving you peace and which one is not. So it was that Monday morning that happened. That Monday morning on my way to work, that God's, placed that in my spirit. And I was just like, wow, yeah, you know what? I'm not confused. I know exactly what I want. And so the lady texts me. She's like, have you made a decision yet? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to do it. And other supervisors and different people were asking me, the ones that I've told were asking me, like, are you going to take it? And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do it. And I'm like, why? What's the issue? Why wouldn't you take it? I'm just like, I have peace about my decision. Telling you why and this and that is not going to make you understand why I turned it down. I know why I turned it down. I know what God has for me. I know what God has placed inside of me. I know what God has spoken to me. I know what God is doing through me. And I couldn't take it. And I felt such peace. I felt such peace when I made my decision. And so I called my stepmom and I was like, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, I feel such peace with my decision. And she was like, that's all I wanted for you. And I was just like, yes. And I still have peace about it. Yes, there are times where I'm like, well, maybe I should have just went ahead and took it or whatever. But again, what God has for you is for you. I cried and I whined about getting a position in management for years. Like, Lord, what is going on? Not even at my particular company, but I was applying for other places as well. And I just couldn't understand it. And God was like, I understand it though. I know what I'm doing through you. I know that if you take this position, it's going to take your time away. Not only from me, but of your destiny. And I'm just like, God is something else. We may not understand what he is doing. We may not understand where he is coming from. We may not understand it at all. But I promise you that in the end, if we focus on him, if we go to him with every decision, with every problem, with every issue, God is going to make a way. God is going to reveal to you what it is that you are supposed to be doing. The fact that God, literally sprung makeup on me, oh my God, it happened out of nowhere. And it happened in a few months. And it happened so, it's crazy how he lined up everything. It's so insane. He's so good. He's so good. And he's so good. So I turned down the position that I had been waiting for years because God has something better for me. I truly believe that the path that I am going down now is what God has for me. There has been confirmation after confirmation after confirmation after confirmation of the journey that I am on right now. This journey could not happen had I taken the position, because it requires so much more of my time, and I would not have the freedom, the time to do what I am doing right now. Yes, I am still working there. I am still, doing me, but I also have time to work on my makeup and to work on my certification to be a professional makeup artist, which I will be very soon. So yeah, if you're watching this video, I just want to encourage you to not get discouraged. Although things may seem like impossible, or things may seem like they're not going to work out, your situation may get worse. Your situation may be like, okay, Lord, I did what you said, but I'm not seeing nothing. Always remember that God has your best interest at heart. Remember, always say, not my will, Father, but yours be done in my life. We have to learn to put our will aside and to pick up his will, and to know that if we pick up his will, no matter what comes our way, that our death is going to be fulfilled. God is not a man that he should lie. Okay? Whatever he said, whatever he has spoken to you, like truly spoken to you, is going to come to pass. But it's going to come to pass in time. In time. I truly believe that I was given that position to see, like, hey, you want this? Because I've been praying for it. So you want this. So I'm going to give it to you. Here. I'm going to give you a taste of what I'm going to show you what you've been asking for. And this is why you haven't gotten it. That's what I truly believe. I truly believe that it was just like, okay, here. And I'm just like, oh no, this ain't what I want. And looking back on it, it was like, no, I was so stressed out. I was so stressed being a supervisor. I was so stressed. And people come up to me and they were like, you look so much happier. You look, you don't look stressed. You look rested. And I'm just like, yes, I do. I do. So I hope you found some type of encouragement through this video to know that God is with you, and his will is what's best. Okay? Sometimes we have to let go of what we think we want and move in what he knows we need. Huh. That's good. I like that. I'm gonna write that down. I like that. All right, child. Thank you for joining me for this video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope it touched your heart and you are able to take something away for this and apply it to your life and your situation. All right, babes. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.